that's my shit.
Flip that table.
Hey!
Welcome to the 6 Feet Apart podcast. My name's Lemon Boy, and I'm here to talk about your fears. It's almost Halloween, and it's the season to get scared. We're going to talk about death. We're going to talk about some whatever makes you scared. What is your biggest fear, Qwynn?
For a long time, it was spiders. And I feel like a lot of people would say death. But honestly, like, flat out rejection. I overthink a lot. It wrecks my life, dude.
What's your name?
Chase.
Chase. Nice to meet you, man. What's your biggest fear?
Spiders.
Fear of not being liked.
What's your biggest fear, Spencer?
My biggest fear, existential dread, man.
Okay, superficial one that I always tell people is that I'm super afraid of getting shanked.
There's one thing that scares me, and it scares me more than anything, and that's dying. I've been afraid of dying since I was a kid, and it was ever since I learned about what death was, I was just like, what the fuck is that? What happens when you die? You know what I mean? Like, does this just turn off, or does something else happen? No idea. So I'm terrified of it. I'm not afraid of how I'll die. I don't care if it's like a bullet or a car or a snake or a plane or heights. Not afraid of anything in life, just afraid of what's going to happen after. Death to me is just like, off. And that's fucking scary. Would one of you like to be on my podcast?
Yes! Let's talk!
Okay, what's happening?
Have a seat.
Okay.
What's your name?
Nicole Haber. Hi.
Nice to meet you,
I don't know
Nicole.
if I should have said my full name, but I did.
We'll bleep it out, unless you don't care.
I
Then.
don't care. I'm a musician, so actually, yes, I'm Nicole Haber.
Oh, okay.
Go check my stuff out. Shameless plugs.
We love shameless plugs here. What kind of music do you play?
Electronic pop music.
Okay.
Yeah, so think like Dua Lipa, Ava Max, stuff like that.
I fuck with that hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow you once this is over. I have a few questions for you.
Cool.
What is your biggest fear?
Fear of not being liked.
Okay.
I know it seems very like cynical and like selfish, but
Not at all.
I have like this weird fear, and I think it stems obviously from like childhood trauma, all that shit, where you get so scared that people aren't like, especially as a musician, people don't like what you're putting out.
Totally.
And it has to influence what you put out.
Yeah.
And for me, like I get really, really scared that no one likes what's happening, and I'm just doing it for myself and I'm wasting my time. Which I'm like, why do I feel like I'm wasting my time if I'm doing it for me?
Yeah,
you know?
that's crazy.
It's like a big like psychological hit to the head.
Do those thoughts kind of like keep you up at night? Are there kind of really specific situations where you're like, man, in this scenario, if I don't get liked, I am fucked?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm friends with a bunch of people who are more established than me or who aren't more established than me, and I see like my stuff getting liked more. I'm like, oh, I'm so cool. But then when I see other people excelling in a different way, I'm like, oh, well, do people not like me? Have I become irrelevant? And dude, it keeps me awake because not only in a music sense, but like I go to parties, I go get drunk, I smoke some weed, I get really anxious, and I wake up the next morning like, oh my God, did I do something stupid? Do people not like me? Do people like think that I was weird or awkward? And that's been from like years and years of people being like, you're too much. Calm down, stop being so aggressive or loud, or not like aggressive, like punch you in the face aggressive, but
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm just a very big human being. I'm a very big person.
I can feel that energy.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm not going to be on the podcast. No, fuck that. My ego will not let me walk away without being on
It's
the
just like, well, you're like, you have no fears. I'm like, fuck no, I have fears. Everyone has fears. And then I was like, we've had beers. I'm down to talk about my fears, you know?
Would you say that you're someone who easily gets scared?
I don't easily, oh God, okay, well, okay. When you do that, no. I get jittery from shit like that.
Sorry, Halloween, I had to.
Ooh. But no, like I find in like life, I don't get scared. I'm pretty strong.
I also have to say that your boyfriend was ready to kill me. So shout out to your boyfriend.
I was like, I saw that coming. I would do the exact same thing.
Fuck you, I know you would. That's the thing. I get scared by like trivial jump scares, but I love horror movies. I love it. I don't get scared from like big life things. I take it head on, you know?
Have you seen the new Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix?
Oh yeah, we binged it. we binged it.
I binged it too. What are your thoughts on that? Like humanizing someone who has such an interesting legacy to leave behind. Like, what do you think about creating narratives about something like that?
Okay, so I have a lot to say on that, but I'll condense it as much as I can.
You can take your time.
Okay, great.
I get paid by the hour.
Amazing. I'm not getting paid at all. If I wasn't a musician, I'd be in forensic psychology. I think the mind of a psychopath is extremely interesting. The mind in general is very interesting, but why people do these things and why they tick is like very, very interesting. So watching those kind of documentaries and shows, to me, it's like gaining knowledge. And I think glorifying it is not so great, especially like in the case of Jeffrey Dahmer. How many fucking movies have they made about it? How many shows? And now people are like, oh my God, Jeffrey Dahmer, he looks so hot. I'm like, yeah, but like, people are... It's only because it's fucking Evan Peters, but at the same time, it's like these people who he traumatized are still alive, and you're saying, oh my God, Jeffrey Dahmer, oh my God. Like, I think it's good to shed light and have people understand the severity and the situation and the mindset and whatever, but over-glorifying it has become such a problem. Same thing with Ted Bundy, all those like serial killers. It's just, one is good. One documentary, one like in the brain thing, it's enough.
My last question for you is, with someone who gets scared relatively easily and has such a deep fear, what is one piece of advice that you can give people to get over the fears that they might have?
Allow yourself to be fearful. It means you give a shit. So like as a musician, like...
I like that a lot.
Right? Like as a musician, there's not a day that goes by where when I get up on stage, I don't shit myself ahead of time. I'm there literally be like, I think I have to pee again. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then I get up on stage and I'm killing it, right? And that's a huge fear. Like, I'm not going to be liked. I'm going up on stage, performing in front of these people. Totally. If they don't like me, I'm fucked. Yeah. But I get up there, and as soon as I start doing my thing, I'm like having the time of my life. So be fearful. Be okay with being fearful, because it means you care about what you're thinking about, and then just fucking work with it and own it.
Fuck yeah. Shout out. Where can people find you?
Nicole Haber Music. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all that shit. Like Instagram, TikTok, it's nicole.haber.music. I always have to do this Haber, as in Bob, or else people end up looking up like Haber with a P. Oh. It's weird.
Haber with a B, baby.
With a B, baby. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for your time.
Nice meeting you.
I really appreciate it. I'm gonna follow you right now.
Oh, sick, man. But no, when you're like podcast, I was like, nah, these people, they're just fucking crazy.
You're
and
like, who's this changed my mind asshole?
And then he said, what, you're not afraid of anything? I'm like,
That's exactly what I thought when I saw your sign. Is the change my mind asshole.
You're like, who's this asshole who's gonna tell me about racism?
Follow me on Instagram so I can actually find your podcast later on.
Totally, sounds good.
Because I'm loving this shit. That's awesome. The fact that you're doing it at like almost midnight in the middle of Dundas Square on a Thursday.
Very smart. People are half cut. You
Well,
never
I said,
know.
I've had a few drinks, but fuck it, let's go.
Let's go.
But no, I thought you were just some crackhead being like, I want to be on the podcast.
It's like, that's a pretty good system to be a crackhead. Like, that's what they're going for.
We need a little bit of credibility so that
Yeah.
people will actually have a seat. How are you doing?
What's going on, Papa?
Not much.
How are you doing, Mama?
Hello, hi.
Nicole, thank you.
No worries, thank
Get
you
out
so
of
much.
here.
Have a great night.
Take care,
Sorry,
guys.
I don't
Have a good
have
night,
anything.
guys.
Have a good night,
Thanks
guys.
Followed you, by the way.
change,
I'll follow you
Papa.
back.
Thank you. No change, man.
To buy a hot dog.
But if you want to have a conversation, you can have a seat.
To buy a hot dog. I want to buy a hot dog.
I don't have any money, man. I'm just like you. When this is over, I'm gonna be hungry, man. It's crazy. World's fucking hard out here. Everybody's scared. Everybody's hungry. People are asking for hot dogs and money. What the fuck are we gonna do? How do we solve these problems? I don't know, but we're gonna find out here on the 6 Feet Apart podcast. Would one of you lovely people like to be on my podcast? Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
You are gonna have to put your cigarette out, though.
Okay, let me finish it and then
No problem. I'm so sorry. I have an allergy. That's why. You can have a seat, though. As long as you're not smoking it actively, we're good.
Oh, you have an allergy of smoke.
Of cigarettes.
I thought you have some allergy and you're going to pass it on to me. That's why I was thinking before sitting.
No, not at all.
Okay, then we're good.
We're good. What's your name?
Janeesha.
Janeesha. Did I say that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Janeesha, what is your biggest fear?
Not settling down in life.
Okay.
Like not being happy completely maybe.
Is there something in your life that gives you the feeling of that fear?
Not right now. But right now I'm young. I'm still trying to make myself get where I am. So maybe that's the one.
Will you know when you get there? Is it something that will be clear to you?
Yeah, I think I will. I think when I have like a job that I'm good at, I'm like settled down in my personal life too, that's when I'll know.
It'll all click.
Yeah.
You got the house.
Yeah,
You got
and
the.
I think I'm getting there. To be honest, I think I'm getting there and I'm getting to where I'm going to be happy. So it's going good.
Now, would you say that you're somebody who is easily scared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared of everything. To be
What
honest.
What are some of your fears?
Even like walking down when I met like 5 homeless people, I was scared. I was like, oh, someone's going to stab me now.
You know what else is scary, I guess? Is being alone in a weird way, right? Like, what if nobody shows up? What if there are no guests? What then? We're just sitting here out in the cold by ourselves. That's pretty scary. And cold and alone with no guests. What motivated you to sit down?
It's just fun. Like, I want to know what you want to talk about and I want to talk to you. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, she's not easily scared.
I'm not that scared.
Okay, we
If I
tried.
thought you were going to stab me, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Oh my God. Well, it's a good thing that I don't give off stabby vibes.
Yep, I guess.
Now, someone who is easily scared like yourself, is there one piece of advice you can give to people out there who might struggle with the same thing that you do, like being afraid of stuff like that?
Yeah, I think just live in the moment. I think the more we think about stuff and the more we think about, oh, this is going to happen and that's going to happen, it scares you even more, right? Just be in the moment, be with people you really trust and you really like, and just soak in every moment. I think that's really important.
That's so lovely to hear. Now, for people out there who are more pessimistic and don't see the world in that light or have a hard time living in the moment, is there something that you do to practice that personally?
I remind myself every day about how grateful I am. Even like before I came to this country, like 5 years back, this was my dream and now I'm living the dream. But now I have like 10 other issues. But I remind myself like that time, this was my dream and I'm here today, right? So that's a big thing. And I think no matter where you are in your life, you're always going to be like, oh, I don't have this. But for some reason, we as humans always think about things we don't have rather than being appreciative of the things we have. And the day I started thinking about that, I felt a lot lighter.
That's amazing. What are some of the things that you do to like keep that gratitude in your mind? Do you have a journal or do you just speak them to yourself in the morning? What are the gratitude practices that you have?
I think I just talk my heart out. Like even to you, if I had to tell you everything, I would tell you. If I have an issue with somebody, if I think that something you did right now would annoy you, I go and tell them, hey, this annoyed me, how do we fix it? And that's my first thing. And then when I do that, that person has clarity too. And that's how I'm with all my friends. And I'm lucky because I have such good friends in life and they all are so supportive and understand everything. So I think a big part of it, I give it to the people I'm surrounded with because they understand me and I understand them, right?
That is amazing. Wow, wise words from Janeesha. Janeesha, do you have a business or something that you'd like to shout out?
Not right now, but my boyfriend does. He's a pastry chef.
Yeah.
So it's Bakerlee, BAKERLEE on Instagram, and we post regularly about his baking. But for me, I'm working in a company, so I don't think I want to shout them out right now.
Well, shout out to Janeesha's boyfriend, Bakerlee, on Instagram. Make sure to go check them out. Janeesha, thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful night.
Much. You too. All the best. Thank you so much.
as well.
It was so nice speaking to you.
Nice to meet you
And
as
I
well.
hope your podcast does amazing. Nice
Thank
to meet
you.
you too. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks for hanging around.
I'll watch.
Oh, Dan, come with me. I need you. It's one- I need. No, I know. Come beside me or something. I need like support. It's one of the ones where
I like your energy already.
Is it like one of the ones where you cut it up and like?
Like make someone look stupid because they say the wrong things?
There's no such thing as saying the wrong things. But we do cut things up for entertainment and retention, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, I'll say a bunch of like buzzwords to like.
You're gonna be racist after this.
Yeah, like racism and far right, far left. All right.
Well, welcome to the 6 Feet Apart podcast. My name is Sivan. What's your name?
My name's Josh. My best friend Dan.
My name's Dan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Josh and Dan. Josh, what's your biggest fear?
Okay, superficial one that I always tell people is that I'm super afraid of getting shanked because it's like I'd rather get shot because it's like super quick. Being shanked is like it's visceral, like
It's very passionate.
It's passionate. Like you're up.
Guy's looking in your eyes and he's just stabbing you deeply,
Exactly.
twisting the knife.
My actual biggest fear is like wasted potential. Like
Okay, interesting.
like not living up to your dreams.
How do you know if you've met the potential you're supposed to live up to?
I think it's just like self-satisfaction, like not seeking the validation of others, just doing it for yourself, that kind of thing.
Would you say that you're somebody that gets easily scared?
Like recently, like no.
I tried. We did our best. It's Halloween. I'm so sorry about that.
That was close though.
I feel like I almost got you. I have a question. If somebody has a hard time facing their fears, what's like one piece of advice that you could give them?
Damn. I don't know at all. So like I don't. For me, it's like what's helped me is like knowing who you are. So it's just like figuring out your own shit, and then you can deal with everything else around you.
I've heard something similar. I feel like a lot of people give the same answers. It's kind of like be yourself, live in the moment, figure your own things out.
Yeah,
I feel
a lot of fear is just like either living in the past or living in the future. So if you're just like right here, right now, you can figure everything out.
Is there something that you practice that helps you live in the moment?
Get off your phone. Get the fuck off your phone. Like, phone is like the source of like all anxiety. You have access to everything. You're comparing yourself to everybody at all times. If you're just present, then you can handle anything.
How am I supposed to stay connected if I don't have my phone on me, though? An emergency happens and my iPhone 14 sends emergency services for me. It does everything for me. It plans my calendar. It gets me a ride. It gets me my food. How am I supposed to stay connected without my phone?
That's fair. Like, you don't have to not have a phone. But if it's an emergency, like, it will reach you, like, somehow. That's kind of how I'm living right now.
What is the scariest thing that you've ever done?
Fuck. Am I boring?
Oh, no. Josh.
Scariest thing?
Yeah, have you ever done anything that's kind of, like, scared the shit out of you? Whether it be due to anxiety, like a big job interview, it could be that. Or it could even be scary on the side of, like, we went to an abandoned house one time and it was, like, super spooky.
I don't get scared about those situations. Like, mine's are, like, super, like, nuanced, where it's, like an interaction with a friend. Let's say, like, I'm meeting my, like, best friend's parents for the first time. I get, like, really, like, nervous about that because I obviously want to, like, make a good impression.
You paint me as that kind of guy. You're all in your head. You're like, shit, this is my best friend. He means the world to me. His parents mean the world to me. I just want to make sure I'm respectful. And if I say the wrong thing on this podcast, I'm going to get fucked for it.
Like, people are just going to know me as, like, the racist dude at, like, midnight. Like, for example, like, I haven't... All right. I'm trying to, like, bring Dan into it.
Well, Josh, do you have your own business or anything that you'd like to shout out?
Oh, my God. Follow me on Spotify. I'm, like, super proud of my playlists.
Fuck
That
yeah.
shit, yeah.
What is it?
It's just, like, my name, Josh Subang. Look it up. I got, like, hella playlists. I'm making more, always updating. Yeah.
That's actually pretty lit. I'm going to follow you on Spotify.
Thanks, man.
I'm always looking for good music. We appreciate your time on the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Have a good night, man.
Good night, dude.
That's it. It was nice and easy, right?
Yeah, that was sick.
Good stuff. That wasn't hard.
You're so like.
Maybe that's the scariest thing.
Would one of you guys like to be on my podcast?
Podcast action? Yes, of course.
Of course you can.
Don't let anyone tell you you can't do what you want to do, brother. Have a seat.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Chase.
Chase. Nice to meet you, man. What's your biggest fear?
I'll have to say spiders.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I just have a few of them like crawling on me sometimes. So I would say them.
Did you know that you eat like 3 spiders a year?
I did actually, yeah. It's pretty cool.
That's crazy. It's like extra protein.
Yep.
Okay, so like the feeling of spiders crawling all over you, could it be like any bug or is it specifically spiders?
Just spiders. I think just spiders is like I live on a farm, so.
Oh, so you've got like some fucking mean fuckers on there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did you have like some sort of interaction as a kid with a spider that got you afraid of them?
Yeah, it bit me on the nose.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Would you say that you're somebody that gets scared easily?
No.
Not at all.
Holy. Every time. That was a good one.
Sorry, Halloween episode. I got to do it.
True, that's good.
I want to know, so like your fear of spiders, have you found something that helps you get over that fear?
Yeah, just like my aunt has tarantulas, so I'll just go to her place a lot.
Your aunt has a tarantula, like a pet tarantula?
Yeah.
And you just hang out with that thing?
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay, I'm super curious about this because I grew up with really exotic animals, but I never had a tarantula. What the hell is it like to have a pet tarantula? Do they just like crawl on you and hang out? Can you pet it?
Yeah,
or do you just like look at it?
Yeah, you can pet it, just don't like enclose it, put pressure on it, because then it will try and bite you, but I just let it go because I'm afraid of them, so.
I don't really have any fears, but I feel like a tarantula is just I don't know how you would read that thing. Even a scorpion, like it starts moving with the tail and you can kind of read it. With a tarantula, like I think I would have no idea. It's like, are you hungry? Are you happy?
Yeah.
Do you hate me? Do you love me?
Yeah.
Do you know your name?
Yeah, you don't really know what's going on when you
got
them.
no idea.
No.
Any businesses or brands you want to shout out as well, or friends out there in the ether?
Shout out to Brett Hagen right there. Brett Hagen. Shout out to you.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Brett Hagen. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, Chase. I don't want to waste any more of your time.
Jeez, let's see what you rocking, boy.
Podcast ever, yo. Podcast to let us bring out bongs. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
I don't want to put that there because there's gonna be dog piss on that.
That's a dope board.
Thank you, dog. I don't like the shape of it, but the graphic made me buy it alone. I was like, yeah, that shit's fucking sick, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You want me to just take a seat or what? What's going on?
Yeah, have a seat.
All right, hell yeah.
What's your name, man?
I'm Spencer. Nice to meet you, yo.
Nice to meet you. What's your biggest fear, Spencer?
My biggest fear, existential dread, man. Like, I just try to not think about it, but like, really when I get high, I like to think about that kind of stuff because like, it makes me think about the future, my future, like, you know, how much rent's gonna cost and shit, how much my business is gonna cost and shit, you know. It's just a lot of shit to like think about.
What kind of business are you running?
Not yet. I'm thinking about starting I want to get a skate shop open with a little skate park inside of it because like, yo, I'm very heavy on supporting my local skate community because there's not enough like support from the city for that. Like we really need like an indoor spot to skate. And like, honestly, you know what? My biggest fear is not having a place to skate in the winter. That's really the thing there. And, you know, I want to eliminate that by opening up that business there. So that me and my friends and like kids who are like disadvantaged, not even just kids, people like anybody all around can like come and just have a good time, like not need to worry about being like in danger of their lives, you know, skating in like parking garages and stuff, because that's what we're out looking for.
That is amazing, man. Shout out to you and your future skate park thing. Honestly, when this interview's done, I want your socials. If you pursue that shit, I want to help you do it.
Yeah, that would be fucking great, man. I always love getting involved in my community, man. Fuck yeah.
Tell me, do you feel like you're someone who gets scared easily?
I mean, that really depends. In the kind of situation I am.
Yeah!
Yeah, so yeah. I'd say yeah. You got me there.
It's the Halloween episode. I'm so sorry.
Nah, I love that, man. That's fucking amazing. Yo, Halloween episode, that's what we were getting today. Hold up. I did not smoke crack cocaine to my people of Toronto. Maybe I did. I quite possibly did. But I did not smoke crack cocaine.
Sir, did you actually eat that girl's pussy?
I ate it, and it tasted very good.
I believe the actual quote was, he's like, no, I have enough to eat at home.
Oh, no, I didn't eat it. I have enough to eat at home. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the last thing was Olivia Gondak. It says that I wanted to eat her pussy. I would never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
What about drinking and driving?
He said some whack shit.
Moment. You know what? Rest in peace, man. He is a fucking legend in my eyes. Greatest politician that this city has ever seen. And you know what? He actually did shit. People didn't know that, but he actually did a lot of shit. Like a lot of these bike paths and stuff, thanks to him. A lot of these transit projects that I can thank to him for being able to get from my house to downtown. You know what? Thank you, Rob Ford. I appreciate it.
Spencer, do you have any advice for people out there that might share the same existential dread and fear that you do?
Live your life day by day, man. Like, you can't be worried about like things that are 10 years down the road, because that's 10 years down the road. You know, you can't apply the same logic at like today, we're not going to have the same technology. We're not going to have a lot of the same things that we do in 10 years from now. So why would you be thinking like, why would you be thinking the same way you did 10 years ago, So just try to live your life day by day and just be chill about it, Have it, smoke a joint, Like, just chill the fuck out. Enjoy your life.
Spencer, where can people find you?
Where can people find me? I don't know. Christie Pitts, Wallace Emerson Skate Park's where you can find me. I'm always posted up there, involved with my community, making people around me happy and making them smile. That's all I want to do.
Amazing.
Yo, and you got a lighter? Yes, sir. Bob Marley lighter. Rest in peace to the legend. There we go. Cheers to Rob Ford and Bob Marley.
Oh my God! Only on the 6 Feet Apart podcast.
Trying to wait for you.
It's okay. The lighter's too windy here. It's okay. Kickflip time.
There's an order.
Let's get it.
Hey!
That was clean.
Oh my god, I think I've seen this on fucking TikTok. Yeah? You don't have a seat?
Hey.
That's your Friday.
Come on, hey, yo, you're welcome, bro. You got no fears or nothing?
What's the topic about though?
You're scared of not being on camera, being on camera high or something?
What's the topic about? Fear. Oh shit, I did see this. Hey yo, you might need this.
What's going on, man? What's your name?
I'm Sean.
Nice to meet you, Sean. Welcome to the 6 Feet Apart podcast. My name is Stevan.
Nice to meet you, bro.
What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear, I guess, is becoming my dad,
Oh, shit.
It's fucked up because...
That's a deep fear.
Deep fear because, like, my dad left my mom and shit, and it's like a pressure, like, am I going to be the same as my dad who can't commit to relationships and shit like that? Deep down inside, I know that I am. So it's like, it's a fear, but at the same time, it's like, I know, like, I can't commit to shit because it's too much pressure in my head.
Is that the only trait of your father that you fear that you'll, like, absorb?
Yes, because, like, I know my father was a good man, you know what I mean? Like, he treated my mom, shit like that. So that part of me was like, you were such a good person, how come you couldn't commit type shit? So hence why that absorbs to me the most. And it's just too much pressure, being the only guy. I take care of my mom, my sister, so it's like his role as a father is just for me. So that I'm kind of scared I end up like him.
So to me, it kind of sounds like you want to have kids, but you're afraid that if you have them...
Kids, I'm going to end up doing the same thing. Hence why it's like, relationships to me, it's like, I got too scared. At the same time, it's like, I want it. So biggest fear is end up doing the same thing my dad did, so.
Damn, dude, that's some deep shit. Would you say that you're someone that gets scared easily?
I do, but no, I don't get scared like that.
He's on it.
Like, I don't get scared physically. Emotionally, though, I do, but, like, I don't show it. But, like, I don't get scared like that. Like,
That's a good try.
like, if you do it again, like, I generally would not feel it. Like, I'm empty.
I'm empty.
Don't react, bro. That's it. But, yo,
it was good. It was good. You're like, you literally didn't move. For people out there that might kind of share the same fear that you do, the deep fear of like not becoming like their father, is there any piece of advice that you can give them or that you found yourself that helps you cope with that fear?
At the moment, not really. Like, I'm still at the stage, like, if I can commit or can't commit. But as of right now, I'm at a stage of, like, I don't see myself committing because I'm going to end up doing the same thing. But at the same time, it's like, I want to get over that fact. But as of right now, I don't have any advice for y'all. I'm still getting my way, trying to figure it out. But if you guys do have advice, come holler at me, Like, man's need it.
Speaking of hollering at you, how can we find you? Are you on any socials or do you have any business you're trying to promote right now?
Oh, like, I'm just a small singer on TikTok. I sing for fun.
Yeah.
So if you guys wanna hit me up, it's Bonjie D. That's basically it. I go by Bonjie as my artist name.
Shout out to Bonjie D on TikTok. Make sure to check him out. Sean, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for so much. Steve, right?
Stevan.
Stevan, that's it, man. That's it, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Have a good night, man. Would one of you girls like to have a seat?
Yes, this is what I've been lining up for.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Amazing. What's your name?
My name's Qwynn.
Qwynn, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's yours?
My name's Stevan.
Nice to meet you.
What is your biggest fear, Qwynn?
For a long time, it was spiders. And I feel like a lot of people would say death. But honestly, like, flat out rejection. I overthink a lot. It wrecks my life, dude.
Okay, what kind of rejection? Like relationship rejection or like job rejection?
No, like, okay, job rejection I can get over. Same thing academically, because fuck school. Can I swear?
100%.
Sweet. But, like, relationship and also, like, just society-wise. It makes no sense, but, like, random people, you know, judging me.
Do you feel like you get judged often or that you would get rejected easily?
No.
Yeah, I don't feel that way. This is a weird fear that you got.
I know. I can't get over it.
Where do you think it comes from?
My mom and my grandma both have anxiety.
Okay.
So maybe that.
Do you feel like they might have spoken to you in a certain way that like programmed you to feel that way?
Oh, I mean, maybe, but I was like trying to make people happy and you're not really doing it for yourself. And then it's kind of like ingrained into you, so.
That makes
how you
sense.
live your life, you know?
Totally. Would you say that you're somebody that gets scared easily?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Like you've never watched a horror movie or, you know, gone to like Halloween Haunt or something, you don't get scared easily?
Insidious is the best horror.
I tried.
I knew it was going to.
Did you?
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
I got you.
You're good for that one.
Thank you. For people out there that have these deep-rooted fears or that do get scared easily, is there something that you do yourself to give, like, that you find that works for you and you might be able to share? You might be able to share to other people. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. I'm so sorry. You're my last interview for today.
Oh, that's okay. It's taken me a long time, but honestly, just like repeating in my mind consistently that, you know, people have their own things going on and everybody is worried about the same thing themselves. I don't know about other people because I know it's like a tough thought to run through, but yeah.
Are you in school?
Yes.
Like university?
Yes.
What are you studying?
Nutrition.
Nutrition. Interesting.
Yeah. Yes. I didn't come to Toronto for that, but.
Where are you from originally?
BC.
Oh, okay. That explains the sunshine inside of you.
Thank you. Have you ever been to BC?
I have, yeah.
Really? Do you like it?
I love BC. It's like gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Like, did you go to Vancouver?
Yeah, I went to Van. I've been there twice.
Oh, dope. What for? Just like family or?
Business.
Cool.
Yeah. I appreciate your time. Where can people find you? Like, do you have a social account that you like to post on? Yeah. Let's shout you out.
Okay. It's Qwynn, QWYNN_04. But I'm private, so.
Shout out to Qwynn. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good night. Those are some real friends. Keep those guys around. Would any of you guys like to have a seat as well?
I'll do it. I'll do it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Sit on his lap, though. Come on. Is there drama? Is there tea that I don't know about? What are your guys' names?
Nathan.
Erin.
What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear in life, I think, would be not making it to the success that I want to be at. I work really hard to do what I want to do in life, like to be what I want to be, like my dreams, and I would hate to not get there, so.
Well, spiders and also
Why is everybody afraid of spiders?
They're scary, and also just like working really hard and then figuring out that I don't like what I'm doing and being upset with what I've worked hard to do.
Don't you feel like you'd figure that out pretty quickly?
Yes, but no, I'm indecisive.
I have a question for you. You said that your biggest fear is like not, realizing or obtaining your dreams. What is it that you're looking to achieve right now?
I'm a sports. Fuck. Yeah, not a chance. No.
Sorry, what are you trying to obtain right now?
Yeah, I'm a sports photographer, graphic designer, and videographer. So.
Are you looking for work?
Yeah, I'm always looking for work. So.
We got security on the 6 Feet Apart podcast. Shout out to the guy in the hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after this interview, we're definitely going to swap information.
Okay, awesome.
You're pursuing sports photography and graphic design and branding?
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing a lot of work in that field. I go to TMU for sports media, and I've been working really hard for a long time to make this dream a possibility. And yeah, so I would hate for all of it to end up being nothing. So
That's absolutely amazing. What are you working on right now that we can shout out? Where can we find you?
Where can you find me? You can find my edits and photography account, Nathan Gerson Edits, which is NATHANGERSON, and then Edits, EDITS, on Instagram. And yeah, I mean, I post all the pictures and whatever I make there, and yeah.
Do either of you guys have one piece of advice for people out there that might be struggling with like deep insecurities or fears?
You wanna go?
Yeah. Well, as someone who deals with deep insecurities very frequently, you just got to keep going. It sucks, but you know what? You can do it. I believe in you. You're fantastic. Just push through it. And
Hell yeah.
things will go well.
Guys, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
Yeah,
you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. Is that a wrap? What do you think? Is that a wrap? Thanks, brother. Do one of you guys want to be on? Yeah. I'll do one more. Yeah, let's do it. My name's Stevan. What's your name?
Nice to meet you, Shivam.
Nice to meet
So
you.
close, right?
Is it Shivam?
Shivam, yeah. Or Shim, you can call me Shim. So yeah.
Shivam. Where's that from?
Indian. It's a name of a god, Shiva, Lord Shiva in India, and then my mom named me Shivam. It's like the energy of God almost.
That's amazing. I know Shiva. Shiva's the ice one, right?
What?
In
No,
Final Fantasy.
It's not Avengers, bro. No, it's not incredible. No, it's like one of those.
I'm just talking shit. Of course I know it's not that one.
Yeah, yeah. What's your podcast about?
So today we're talking about fears. Halloween's coming up, so I thought that I would start asking some people about their fears.
Yeah.
Shivam, what's your biggest fear?
Being gay.
Interesting.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's okay. What about being gay?
It sounds super homophobic, doesn't it, though? No, it's just like...
No, not at all. Is
No,
it? There's some truth to that. What is it in there that makes you scared?
I know, there isn't any truth.
There's no truth to that at all. Shivam is not homophobic, everybody.
Yeah. But no, I think my biggest fear would be like not... okay, if we're being serious, I think it's going to be not living up to the potential I feel like I could live to.
So if you take a dick in your ass, you're not going to live to the potential.
Yeah, exactly. That's where we're going with this one.
I'm just kidding. Okay, I have a question about that. If you have a fear about never living up to your potential, how do you know when you've lived up to your potential?
When I like finally feel like I have no regrets. But like that's probably going to happen when I'm like super fucking old, right?
Maybe. Do you feel like you're living with regret right now?
Not at all.
So do you feel like you're living up to your potential currently?
Right now I am, and that's what that's my fear. Like I'll stop doing that some way, like on the like somewhere on the line. Like I'll stop doing that and be more lazy, which I don't want to be. Is that something you feel as well?
That's kind of like complacency, right? It is something that I fear. I sometimes fear that I'm not doing enough,
right?
Or that I should have went left when I went right, and it like stopped me from winning the lottery or some shit.
Yeah.
I have that fear a little bit, but not.
But I also think it's like one of those older people thing, regret. I was talking to one of my friends, she's 36, and that's like she started talking about regret, like how much regret she has. And I was like, oh shit, 36 is the age when you start like feeling regretful. Because like your body changes, you can't do a lot of things that you could do in your 20s then.
I feel like that's kind of bullshit though. I had this one client, because I work in branding, I do advertising and all this stuff. I had this one client who owns a business. It's a catering company. He's like 62, and every day from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. he goes mountain biking, and I swear to God, Shivam, this guy mountain biked up a hill that was like this elevation, and he's doing it sitting with no sweat. He's just going. And he looked at me in the eyes and he's like, age is just a number. Like, don't let anyone...
It's only when you keep doing that shit over and over again throughout
I think it's
your
all
life.
a mindset.
It is, but also like your body needs practice too, right? Like not just the mindset. Like you have to prove it to yourself that you can accomplish all those things always, and then you keep going. And that's my biggest fear. Like I will one day just be more lazy and like stop doing shit that I like, or like shit that would make me more athletic or make me more like intelligent or wiser. And that's like one of the biggest fears, I guess.
I feel like you would also be afraid of getting a disease like Alzheimer's.
I don't think so.
No, you wouldn't be afraid of that? Because you would just that would be, you'd be forgetting everything.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Isn't it good?
No, that's fucking terrifying.
Isn't it amazing? Like, imagine how many movies I can watch again. Imagine all
50 first dates.
Dude, no. The best thing would be, imagine how many porn videos that you watch for the first time and you're like, yo, this shit. And then you watch it again and it's not the same. So you watch that again so many fucking times.
I like Shivam's takes. Yeah. Would you say that you're somebody who gets scared easily?
Not really, but if you like scream on my face right now, I might, but not really, no.
How do you know that's what's gonna happen?
Because I saw the rest of the episode.
Okay, let me ask you something. If somebody else has a deep-rooted fear of not reaching their potential, or they have some sort of other deep fear, is there some sort of piece of advice that you can give them to help them get over that?
Reverse psychology much. Like, that's the thing I'm scared of. I don't, can you give me an advice for that?
Totally.
Okay, go on.
Be in the moment.
Yes.
Understand that there is no such thing as living up to your potential, and that is a toxic mindset. The potential that you're trying to live up to has already been done. You are who you are, and you will continue to grow in the direction that you want to. The potential is a future, like, fugazi, random thing that you are generating, and you are literally using it to attack your mind. You're giving yourself anxiety because of this potential that you hold over your head.
That's fucking true. That's fucking true, yeah.
The other thing that I can give you is a quote that my dad gave me, and it's a quote that I live by. He gave this to me when I was 8 years old, and to give you a little bit of background, I'm a debater type of person. If you tell me something, I will always play devil's advocate.
Right.
It's just hardwired into my brain.
Same with me.
So my dad looked me in the eyes and he said, the only thing in life that you have to do is die, and everything else is a choice.
Yeah, that's the only truth.
Now, not a lot of people agree with you. I say that quote and they're like, no, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. But when you really, really think about it, the only thing in life you have to do is die, and everything else is a choice.
That's where I am right now, like mentally, like the existential dread of everything. Like, oh, nothing really fucking matters. Like, really, like if you live your life, like nothing really matters.
I would also disagree with that.
Why would you do that?
I would say because you have the power to choose everything that you do in life, everything matters.
Yeah.
And if you choose to
But
make
it's the
it
meaning
matter,
you give it, right? Like,
exactly.
I just have to give it. But if I don't,
your perspective is your reality.
Yeah, and one of the things I was talking to my mom a few days ago. Even if I live like 100-year-old life, after like 50,000 years, humanity will still be here, but no one's gonna remember me or like anything that we as a whole generation did.
Unless you're Kanye.
Unless you're Kanye. Well, well.
So
but
be
they're gonna
Kanye.
stop forgetting about Kanye in like 10 years because like the shit that's happening right now. So
No, I think
that's
he's going to be
bad.
louder.
I mean, it's debatable, honestly.
Shivam, where can people find you?
I have a podcast.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, it's called Unmentionable Podcast. It's everywhere, Spotify, everywhere. So you guys can find me there with Jordan Power. It's fucking
And
amazing.
what do you guys talk about?
Mostly just random events that's happening in the world, politics, and like we have a lot of fucking amazing guests. Like on the show, we have porn stars all the time, and then we have like people who make sex toys and shit. And it's like it's not a sex podcast, but that's the only thing that's coming in my mind right now for some reason. But it's a really
Shivam's horny tonight. Dude, go get some.
I'm hanging out with 5 boys, so like I don't want to be horny either. Guys, go tune in into 6 Feet Apart podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google, wherever you guys get your podcast from, and go follow these guys. It's fucking amazing. They're over here at 1 a.m. in the night, working so hard. So like, go support them, guys.
Boom.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see the full uncut versions of all of the episodes, you can always check them out on Patreon at 6 Feet Apart Podcast.
I hate it here.